It's a little bit more like a hot rod or like a Hot Wheels I had when I was a kid. I don't know, it's fast. It's hot, you know, touch it. Ooh, be careful. My name is Iles. I am from Whistler, British Columbia, Canada, and I ride for Specialized Gravity. I am riding a Specialized Demo 29. My riding style, I would say, is a little bit more aggressive than certain people. And there's a few things I need to work on to get better, but I feel I'm pretty strong on the bike. I try to think that I have the closest to perfect bike setup every time I race. Definitely at the last 3 rounds, I felt like Kevin and I have had the bike super dialed. The last few races, I've had a lot of speed. I've just had a bit of bad luck for racing.
This is gonna be, oh no, it's not gonna be green!
Personally, I'm super picky about the noise the bike makes, the cockpit, and the pedals. So I sort of like everything that I'm touching and hearing to be really good. Once I have it set, there's no changing it because this is it kind of thing, yeah. I do a few weird things that other riders maybe don't or maybe do. My brakes are always a bit odd because I always run the left brake a little bit lower than the right brake. The way that I grab the bars and the way that my wrists sit on the grips, I always like this one to be a little bit lower, even though they might feel the same. This one is slightly lower. I like to run a little bit of a fatter lever, so we made a 3D print version of that. The next thing would be my trigger position. I like to have my trigger a little bit more that way because I ride with my thumb a little bit more exposed. I don't like to have it so tucked in. I feel like I don't have as much grip on the bike. I run aluminum bars just because I have a little bit more feedback from the bike than I do with carbon bars, and I just don't like the rigidity of the carbon. Having the data bikes is really important for us because I can go out and ride a bike 100 runs and be like, this feels great, and then I'll get on the data bike and it'll be like, even though it feels great, it might be a little bit slow. We'll use the stuff that we find from the data bike to improve the suspension and make it faster. And honestly, sometimes I'll come down and be like, that sucked, and then the data bike will be like, yo, you were 2 seconds faster. So it's just sort of backing up what I'm feeling or trying to help us find a better setup. With pedals, I personally like a little bit more float. When I put my cleats in, I like a little bit more twist. My biggest pet peeve would definitely be a loud bike. Kevin and I works on that when I come down. I'm like, wow, the bike's really loud. So he'll do a little bit to fix that. But right now we have a frame guard that has a bit of an uneven surface with a little bit of ridges, and then the chain obviously flexes like that. And with this, it's just like a little bit more cushion on top, so it's not just slapping onto rubber. Bike setup is a pretty good reflection of who you are on the bike. Each rider has a unique style, and then the bike reflects that. So each rider can just hop on somebody else's bike and be like, this is sick, because there's little things you'd want to change.